him, but Commissioner Harvey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we can call this meeting of the Bucks County Commissioners for setting the salaries to order.
Hey,
Commissioner Harvey, can you hear me?
yes. Oh.
Okay, we can call this meeting of the Bucks County Commissioners for setting the salaries to order. Mr. Kevin, do you want to call the first thing?
Hey, yes.
Wait a minute. Do you have public comment for this meeting?
Mr. Kevin, do you want to call the first thing? Yes.
Did either of you sign up for a public comment? Okay. Okay. Come on up. Do you have public comment for this meeting?
Yes. And hopefully that means I'm signed up for the next one, too.
Just a minute, Mr. Sherman. We're getting a really,
Did either of you sign up for a public comment?
we're getting a really bad echo here. I'm not sure if it's coming through. There's like a 10-second delay. It's going out. So I don't know if Commissioner DiGirolamo or Commissioner Marseglia, if you can mute yourselves. Mr. Sherman, we're getting a really bad echo here. I'm not sure if it's coming through. There's like a 10-second delay. It's going out. So I don't know if Commissioner DiGirolamo or Commissioner Marseglia, if you can mute yourself. Okay, give that a shot. Go ahead, Mr. Sherman.
My name's Glenn Sherman. I'm a 64-year resident of Bucks County, an almost 41-year employee, and an almost 10-year retiree from Bucks County. I don't see any figures on what the proposed increases or salary increases are for the elected officials. However, I think it's a great idea. Why do I think it's a great idea? Because as a retiree who has not seen a cost of living adjustment in 5 years, I know how much things have gone up. We're currently over 20% less in our purchasing power since our last cost of living adjustment. Therefore, it only seems reasonable that the elected officials should get some kind of raise. As I often do, I was looking some things up on Google before I came, and the wage increase of the last till September of the last year prior to that was an average of 3.8% increase in wages. And I know that would make Mr. Boscola's head explode if we talked about that kind of number, but I believe that elected officials are worth it if you're going to have good government. My wife had an employer who was also a family friend who had a business, and one of the things that he always liked to say is, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. Not casting any aspersions in direction of anybody here, but the bottom line is, I believe it's appropriate to pay people, especially for this type of organization. But I will add the caveat to that. If indeed you vote yourself raises and you don't vote the retirees a cost of living adjustment, I think a lot of us are going to be pretty angry about it. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Mr. Warren, did you sign up? Yeah. Okay.
Good evening. Just a couple quick things. I, too, do not have a problem with elected officials getting sensible raises periodically. I have a great concern about anyone who says, I want to lead a government and I'll do it for free, because then the only people that will ever apply won't be people like me who can't afford to do it. You do a job, you should be financially remunerated for the job, and within reason, I have no idea what you're going to suggest, but I would not have a problem with it initially. What my question, however, again, speaking somewhat in the dark, which usually doesn't stop me too much, will there be anything that will limit the amount of bonuses, or I always see you all, the three of the elected officials and any elected official, as a 24-hour-a-day job. I don't see elected officials receiving bonuses for showing up, working overtime, et cetera. That is way out of balance with what I just said about receiving a workable, realistic income. So I would hope that as we go into 2025, we see far, far, far less of bonuses given to any government employee in the middle of the year, a quarter of the year. Let's set the salaries tonight, excuse me, and then work the job and revisit it next year or whenever the salary length, not mid-year.
Public comment, as I understand. And we are here to set the salaries for people who never get bonuses, and that would be the controller, prothonotary, recorder of deeds, and sheriff. Is there a motion to set the salary for the controller? Public comment, as I understand.
I'll make a motion for the controller's salary to be increased over the next 4 years, starting in January 2026, at 1% each year. I'll make a motion for the controller's salary to be increased over the next 4 years, starting in January 2026, at 1% each year. Aye.
Is there a motion to set the salary for the prothonotary?
I'll make a motion that starting in 2026, January 2026, the prothonotary salary be increased 1% a year for 4 years.
Is there a second?
Aye.
I'll second that motion.
I'll make a motion
All in
that
favor?
starting in 2026, January 2026.
Aye.
I'll make a motion that the recorder of deeds salary, starting in January 2026, be increased 1% per year for 4 years. Aye. I'll make a motion that the recorder of deeds. I'll make a for sheriff's salary, starting in January 2026, I'll make a motion that the salary be increased 1% a year for 4 years.
Is there a second? I will second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is there any other matters to come before the commissioners?
For sheriff's salary, starting in January. Motion to adjourn. Increased 1% a year for 4 years.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to adjourn. Aye.